Well, hello, ladies and gents. How are you all doing today? Jim Hiscott here, and I am going to release. Doesn't work just moving the fingers. You got to actually get it. I'm gonna have to physically touch it. But anyways, let's see. Let's see where we dropped off last. Let me grab something here. Let's get over here. These are heaters. It's not much better. It's just quicker. To cure whatever it is you lay up with heaters. So I actually got this one on like medium because I don't need to set this all on fire. So we'll just turn it off. Let's just unplug them, shall we? And I never leave these heaters on at home unattended in this room. Anyways, I've been using this room to laminate parts in recently because I got to keep it really hot. So, and it is hot in here. Let me tell you what, it is warm. So we're going to pull this back here, down here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Makes a nice car room. We'll paint this room when we get done. Turn the fans on. Oh, I got to plug it in. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. Ooh, there we go. And I seal the doors up. I tuck one of these up. Let me hold that up. God, I gotta stop that. I do always down. I gotta stop that. I always seal these up. These are just chucks, the padded chucks that you use like under a baby or a kid or some crap like that. They soak up epoxy really nice. And I haven't got nothing on these, so I'll just keep using them over and over. I'll put them back in their little bag here in a minute. Open that door. Get some air in here because it is hot. What can I use to open that? There we go. Okay. I talked to Dave Cordell today. He's taking time off because it's the silly season. It's the holiday seasons. And we got Christmas and New Year's, and Dave Cordell has family. He's got youngins, and he's got other things to concentrate on right now besides my car, and I don't blame him because I would do the same thing. Family first, guys, always. I don't know about the money first thing. I've been spending. Anyways, I don't know if you can see that scribe line. Yeah, there it is. It's very, very faint. Let me try to get some light on it so you can see the scribe line. Let me move it around. There is a scribe line there, I promise. You can see a little scratch right there. Hold on a second. Yeah, you can see that piece. See the scribing around there? That piece will be taken out and it will be put into here for the dash. Right there. It'll block this piece right here for the dash. And as you remember, I think I showed you that before. That's all carbon fiber in there. If I can get yeah, there it is. Good picture of it. And that sticker's all clear coated in, so it ain't never come out. And I think I explained this before. I don't remember what I put in my last video. My memory is so horrible. I just put the aluminum silver tape on there so it wouldn't bleed through resin. And this piece of glass right here broke. I told you about that. This came down, hit the floor, and broke my damn dash. That was absolutely meant perfect. That's okay, because the only thing that's going to hold it back in there is these two little clips, or the four on the bottom, and these two screws up here, because there's nothing that goes in the dash anymore. It's the Fuel Tech where I get all my data and all that good stuff from. So we'll set this back over here. I would like to not break it anymore if I could not do that. Yeah, I just come in here and it was laying on the floor, and I was like, oh, that's great. There's the this is the button that did go in the dash that I've decided to replace with the scribed out line. Maybe I can get a better picture of it. Yeah, I just put this down, face down like this, and I just scribed around it so I could see the line on there. And there it is. And I'll cut it out, and I'll just take just like a little piece of, just like a couple dabs of silicone and just dab it. I mean, there's nothing, it's not going to fall out. And I got all these extra pieces of carbon fiber laying around that I can use. This is raw. This is the part that's pointing up, and the other part is that's smooth is against the glass. And you can pretty much make whatever you want with these pieces. I mean, it doesn't matter. But you can see the air in there. Yeah, see the air pockets? There you go. Little air pockets. That is the hardest part to keep out, because like I said before, you can't see through the carbon fiber when you're laminating it. Like, you know, when I got it down. Let me see if I can find another brush. I gotta find a brush. Let's see how much work that would be. I'm gonna find a brush. Oh, never mind. Hell it. You know, you can roll. It's not that noisy when it's wet, of course, but you can roll out your. This thing is a special little thing to push air out, which I didn't use it for this piece because it wasn't that big. Roll it, you know, as you're making it, try to push the air out, and then you take the brush. I told you about stippling in the other picture, and you just do your best to get what air out you can. Being flat parts like this, when they're done. Oh, here's my pattern for my delete for the passenger side airbag. Boy, is that hot. Passenger side airbag, and I'll make sure that I have the same thickness all the way around. Trim it out real quick, put it in the dash, go underneath and scribe it, see where I need to attach it. I'll actually take some, since when you reach under my dash now, there's nothing there. You can reach right up through. You can reach right up through my dash. There's nothing in my dash except the fuel tank sitting out front and some gorgeous, you know, Wireworks wiring from Xavier and Severe and I'm still working on pronouncing his name. I should have it by now. I've never even asked anybody. And Carl from Wireworks that put all that effort, all that massive work into my wiring harness. You can pretty much just see everything underneath there. My Instagram is HiscottJim, HISCOTTJIM. Please go by there and check out the photos. I can't explain to you what. There's just too much. So, anyways, we're gonna lift this off here, and we're gonna take a razor blade, and I'm gonna set down the phone for a second. Give me a second. All right, razor blade's off. There we go. And we're gonna go, and you can see how easy this stuff comes right off. It just look at it. Just pops right off. Pops right off. Pops right off. I don't need to get all that off. I'm just showing you how it comes off. But then you start working the edges. You start working the edges, and you get it to lift up. Now, I want to explain some things to you about carbon fiber, some misconceptions that everybody has about carbon fiber. The carbon fiber that we buy on the market for our Hondas is not like what you get on the, even though it might be the same material. It's not going to be manufactured. Check this out. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? The whole thing will lift right up. It's not like what you're going to get on a Formula One car. This is premium. Get out. Go on. Get out of here now, girl. You can't be in here. Now, there's stuff on the floor. Get out. It's dangerous for the dog. You got to stay out. Yeah, if they get a piece of a sliver of carbon fiber in their paw, it can work into their bloodstream and it can kill your animals. So you definitely don't want any of your animals around this stuff. That's just a piece of resin that drooled. So anyways, back to it's brittle too. See how brittle it is? It just breaks very easily. Anyways, the carbon fiber and the way that it's constructed on like Formula One cars, they use what's called prepreg, P-R-E, prepreg, prepreg. I gotta get a wood stick. Underneath there. They use what's called prepreg, and they have heaters in their rooms, and they have a lot of elaborate, high-tech, expensive rooms and for heating and what's called vacuum bagging and all sorts of fancy stuff. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, we don't need a $4 million nose cone on our Hondas. It just isn't necessary. So this is just basic making, you know, pretty parts for. Hold on, I gotta get this under here. There we go. Okay, what I did is I lifted up the corner and I got the piece of, look at that, it just slides right underneath of it. See how easy that goes? Super easy. And I don't think I've ever lifted a piece of carbon fiber with you guys on the on video. So we'll just go around it. And the reason why it's coming off so easy is for one reason. Let me find it. There it is. Get this number for you again in case you guys missed it last time. There's the part number right there, 416032. It's made by Loctite. Isn't that funny? It actually a mold release made by something that's got the word lock in it. Okay, Loctite 770 NC. Okay. And I want to shout out to Resto Tuner real quick. I'm not going to forget them because my memory is bad. Resto Tuner. I had a problem when I got my car when I first bought it for $500 sitting in a field. The trunk was full of water. No rust in the car whatsoever. But the trunk was full of water because the tail light gaskets leaked really bad on it. And I went online and looked everywhere for OEM gaskets for the tail lights. You know what I'm talking about. Not available. Discontinued. And sometimes they would be available, sometimes they wouldn't be, and sometimes they were. And anyways, I got in contact with Resto Tuner, and there they were. They got them for the coupe. I was like, wow, those are nice. So I went ahead and got me a set from them, and got their bolts and got their end caps. There's a one bolt on the taillights that is actually a cap nut. It's that way so it doesn't let water into your trunk. And I gotta look see where that goes exactly, so I don't get it in the wrong place. But yeah, Resto Tuner has got beautiful products. Absolutely. Mark McKenzie from what was it? Let me see. What is he from? Honda. I can't even remember his name. Mark McKenzie. You know Mark. He put the K series in the Honda Fit. Mark McKenzie. I watched every season of his program, and I can't remember the name of his show. But we'll just blame that on my cancer, my brain tumor. Anyways, we're gonna slide this around. We're gonna move my glasses out of the way so I don't knock them. I still got plenty of that 7775 twill cloth. I got plenty of that. I didn't put any on this part. And oh, anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna get a rough cut. Then I'll take my rough cut. I'll set it on my dash. I'll scribe around till it sits in the pocket, perfect for the passenger side airbag. And then I'll go ahead and I'll scratch this up in four corners, really heavy with like 80 grit. I'll grind it, and then I'll JB weld some nuts on there, or maybe glass them in. I don't know yet. And flip that over, bolt it onto the passenger side of the dash, just like you would if you had the airbag. And that'll be a finished piece. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that! Look how that just came off. Look at that. Now, if I were to use that stuff called Pardol, or it's called mold release waxes, that stuff is just crap. That stuff is junk. Don't buy it. Don't use it. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the flat spot. See how dull it looks? That's the mold release on it. Now, see all those little silver dots there? That's air that I could not see when I was making this part. Those are little tiny air pockets. They're very tiny. And there's one right there that is, I don't know, they're tiny anyways. They're just dots. They're just dots. And it's pretty. It's rigid. It's rigid enough. That's all I needed. That's all I need. Stay out of here. Don't you come in here. Okay, let's set this over here for now. There we go. Let's brush this table off. What did I do with that? What did I do with my thingamajiggy? I don't know what I do with it. That's all right. I'll use this. I want to keep this. I want to keep this from falling on the floor, because I got to come in here and start vacuuming the room, getting it all cleaned up. But yeah, there it is. And next step is what I'll do is I'll lay this flat on something that's really dead flat, and I'll actually use a little bubble, you know, the bubble leveler. I'll check it this way, I'll check it there. I'll get it dead flat. After, first thing I do is going to sand it. I'm going to sand it with 600, real light, real light, and then I'm going to use. Probably going to wipe it with some acetone to get the mold release off, because very little, that dullness that you see on there. Hold on. That dullness that you see is a little bit of mold release that picked up with it, and obviously you can't paint on that. So yeah, there's a lot of air down here. See it all? Tons of it. Tons of air power, because I didn't care about down there. I just wanted this general area in here to be big enough to hold that sheet of paper and get a rough, get a rough cut out. Then I'll finish it up when I got my dash. If you look, like I said, if you go to Hiscott Jim, HISCOTTJIM, that's my Instagram. You'll see the real large piece that I made. It's like almost as big as this table that I made for the sunroof delete. That will be, if I had to go with a weight on this, I would say that this thing probably weighs maybe 4 ounces, 5 ounces. Get out. No, you can't be in here. Nope, out you go. Out you go. Too dangerous. Nope, gotta go up. Good girl. That's a good dog. That's a good dog. That's a good girl. And I gotta put the end of my razor blade on. Hold on a second. I gotta set this down again. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. So anyways, well, I almost slipped with that razor blade right in my wrist. That would have been no good. No bueno at all. So, yeah, that's it. Anyways, yeah, I'll hit it with 600. I'll go through that process with you guys too, showing how I lightly do it with 600. Then I wipe it down with a good stripper like they use in the body shops. And then I'll take UV protectant, clear coat, regular automotive UV protectant clear coat, and I'll spray it. I'll spray it. I'll spray it on kind of heavy, so it fills up those little holes in there. All those little pinholes that I couldn't see will get filled up with the clear coat. And then I'll let it sit, 15 minutes. I'll hit it again until I can't see them. Now, if I still see some indentations, I'll go ahead and block sand it, and I'll buff it out just like you would paint. It'd be the same thing. But I'm not sure if I'm going to put some kind of cover on my dash. Like, I got some really nice stuff over there. Let me see if I can go grab it. And but yeah, that's a very, very nice piece of carbon. Now remember, I don't use the China materials that you get on eBay, which is that garbage right here, which is fiberglass made by Bondo, polyester, vinyl ester. Anything that has the word ester in it, stay away from it. It's garbage. Ester is garbage. You have no working time. Now, there is an application for ester resins, okay? There is an application for it. This plastic is ABS plastic. ABS plastic, and you guys ever wonder why nothing wants to stick to this stuff? I'll tell you why. Being in the composite business for so long, you learn stuff. This stuff is actually made, ABS is actually made with oil in their, it's made with oil in their batches of plastic. There's actually oil. So nothing really wants to stick to it. That's why you glue this stuff together and it just falls right back apart like you've never even put anything on it. But I chopped up some chopped glass and put it down in there. I don't know if I can get in there with a light. I need some light, but I can't get no light. Can I get some light? Can I get some light? No, light not available. Let me go back to here. Okay, now let's try it. There we go. Okay. Yep. That's all. I know it looks nasty. I know it looks nasty, but you're not going to see it. It's going to be behind the dash. That's chopped glass. That is the stuff that's over there. Or you can use this. It doesn't matter. I just chopped it up really, really small chunks of pieces and mixed it in with the polyester resin, because that's the only thing that will stick to ABS. And then I piled it all up in there. And in the front, you can barely see. You can see the split. See the split right up there, and the split right here, which is very unfortunate. You can't feel it, but you can see it. But when it's on, when it's on the car and your dash is out, ain't nobody gonna notice that. Oh, there's my carbon fiber back in there. You can kind of see it now. You can kind of see that too. There we go. Okay. Yep, you just clear cut it. This is all just quick, basic, do it at home kind of stuff. Let me go back. There we go. This is all just do it at home kind of stuff. You know, it's not like I said, it's not Formula One stuff. Although the materials are, like I said before, aviation approved, FAA approved, along with the polyester resins. These are also, I mean polyester, sorry, epoxy. These are epoxy resins that are approved. Brittle. You know how brittle that stuff is when it dries. It's got no structural strength because it's got no cloth around it. So, but once it's got cloth around it, you know, you can bend the shit out of it. You can bend it quite a bit. You know, it's rugged. It's tough. It's tough. I gotta find out which piece I want to cut. Was it this one? Yeah, that one there, right there. Okay. So I'll leave that there. I'll go out in the garage later and cut that piece. I'll go ahead and tack it right in there. I was thinking about building this one too, but that's such a nice little door, and it's really screwed in really nice in the back. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'll leave it alone. But the cool thing is, I own my own company called Cheetah, as in the cat Cheetah Racing Bodies. There's also some pictures on my Instagram of all the motorcycle bodywork I used to build. I had my own business for 14 years, something like that. I could have built all this stuff, made my molds, given that I had the time. I was awful busy. I could have built this whole thing out of carbon fiber with a mold and professionally done, and just absolutely amazing looking, you know, with everything that I had. But I wasn't in Hondas back then, unfortunately. Gosh, what year was it anyways? It was like 2000, I think. 19, no. Geez, I opened my shop in 94. Wow. Yeah, that was quite a while ago. I forgot about that. Quite a while ago. Let's see what else I got my gray paint here. I'm going to need that Dove Gray. I'm going to need some more activator for it. I'm going to need to get my clear coats ready to go, because I am, when you look at my photos in my gallery on Instagram, you'll see that I'm still having difficulties with clearance of the wastegate. The wastegate it's hitting the upper radiator, what's it called? Radiator mount. Radiator support, sorry. It's hitting the upper radiator support. My wastegate is running right into it. My 45 millimeter wastegate I bought from Turbo Smart is running right into it, and it's really unfortunate that it's doing that. But I think with a stay, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. These are all the wires that I salvaged out of my car. There's a bunch of wires in there that I salvaged when I had my car that were good, that were still good. The car was flooded like 7 times over the years that I drove by and looked at it. Those are my front windows. These are from Four Performance. They're located in what's the name of that company? Plastics. Four Performance. They're in Belmont, Lancashire, England, Britain. Oh, United Kingdom. United Kingdom. That's where they're from. Yeah, those are really beautiful windows. And this is also a plug that I salvaged out of my car. I salvaged whatever I could out of the vehicle before I removed all the rotten wiring that was in the vehicle. So, but anyways, yeah, quick video. I just wanted to lift that for you, get that up, show you how it works. And like I said, I'll put a level on this and get level. I'll spray it with clear coat until all the little tiny pen holes are filled. You know, it just sits on top of the dash. And the center one that looks like a vent, I don't even know if it used to be a vent, but that is this is funny the way this comes out of the cup. Look. It's all hardened on it. Just yeah, actually makes a good paperweight. So yeah, I love to smell this stuff. And this stuff doesn't have a really strong fume. Like, I know you guys probably work with polyesters before, and it just wants to knock your socks off when you smell it, because what a strong odor. It has a horrible odor. So this stuff is not But I'm making these small because I'm going to suck them up with my shop vac, so they actually go down. But anyways, okay, that's it, guys. I'm going to post this real quick. It's no big deal. We're pretty much shut down for the next couple weeks. Dave Cordell, God bless that man, is spending time with his family, and he is really he's really put so much into my car, so much, just his time, his efforts, all the work that Dave Cordell's done. I can't thank him enough. Xavier and Carl at Wireworks, they have just done a outstanding job. Please visit them. Go to my Instagram, Hiscott Jim, and look at the wiring that they did. They just don't do engine harnesses. I'm telling you, they just don't do engine harnesses. They do headlight to taillight. I mean, these guys are absolutely phenomenal on what they do. It's look at their work. Look what they do. Their character, the people they are, who they are, what they do. They're amazing, man. To me, they're my heroes. You know, I am. You all know that I have cancer. It is terminal. I'm taking a lot of prednisone right now, so I have 2 brain tumors in my head that are growing at this very moment. I got an appointment on the 4th of January, evaluation, and I got an appointment on the 8th. I sure hope I don't end up in brain surgery, because that would really suck. I mean, who knows what kind of damage I'd come out on the other end of that. I get a lot of questions on, Jim, what are you going to do with the car when you pass away? Because it is quite the extensive build. I don't know. I know that it's going to be in a climate-controlled environment when I pass away. I know that much. That's pretty much all I know. I want to take it with me. I absolutely love my car. I love my car, and I put the last 5 years of my life that I have left into my car, and I did everything right. I bought the best parts, and me and the wife have sacrificed to do everything right, and I'm trying to make custom stuff like this so it stands out of, you know, other vehicles. And you heard of the spoon build being the legend, the build of legends. Well, this is my build of legends. This is my c'est la vie. This is what I leave behind. That shows that I was here. That shows what I did, what I was capable of, and how much I care. So I love you all. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by.